With the drop of the Dragon Age the Veilguard release date reveal trailer yesterday, the internet is currently boiling with excitement, especially if you were or are a Dragon Age fan or know someone who is a Dragon Age fan. And then there are those who are still going on and on in the comments of the trailer video about how Dragon Age is dead and everything still looks cartoony, and someone is still talking about Fortnite and how they are not going to buy the game, which we get it, bruh. Do you, boo? Do you? I, however, with this new trailer drop, I am even more stoked for October 31st when I fully intend to dive back into Thedas and lose myself in this franchise that owns my heart. So here are 10 reasons, old and new, why I'm excited for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Number 1, I saw Morrigan. I saw Morrigan and I screeched like a banshee. My soul legit levitated from my body. I could feel myself rising straight up to the heavens as I looked down at almost catatonic Noria, who seemed to be having a heart attack. My heart was doing bing bing. Bing bing. My mouth could not stop screaming. My boss was looking at me like I had finally lost it, and I was cackling like the witch Morrigan is. I have a weakness, a fondness, an obsession with the Witch of the Wilds, and even though Claudia played with us, even though she played me like a fucking fiddle, making me assume wrongfully that we weren't going to see Morrigan in the Veilguard, I arose like Mushu from the ashes at this fantastic, beautiful woman walking as she casually calls me a legend. Yes, Morrigan, I'll be a legend for you. Number 2, the story. Because say what you will, but if there's anything BioWare is famous for, whether you think they are going down or not, it's that they tell compelling character-driven stories, and that right there is my bread and butter. This is a story set in a vibrant world, rich in culture and history, with different factions who all want different things individually, and now I have to bring everyone together. The Wardens, the Veil Jumpers, the Shadow Dragons, the Antivan Crows, the Mournwatch, the Lords of Fortune. And all of this, whilst I'm building and managing all these relationships, I still have to deal with the core story of an elven god who wants to tell them the veil that will kill some of the world's population accidentally through a somewhat possible interruption on my part. Let's lose the gods he had previously imprisoned, and now it's up to me and their posted later revealed elven god to save the world. This is a horror, thriller, buddy cop, comedy, romance story right there. And I'm right smack dab in the middle of it. Sign me up. Number 3, choice and consequences. Now, I already mentioned in a previous video that choice and consequences is a reason why I'm drawn to and always return to RPGs. And they for sure are the reason why I am more than excited and ready to be destroyed and heartbroken and devastated in the Veilguard. Because I am currently in the middle of my final pre-Veilguard playthrough of Inquisition, so all my choices are fresh in my memory. And I just know that some of those choices carried into the Veilguard will ruin me, and I will laugh and smile through my tears. There are decisions I took in Inquisition that now I am terrified and giddy in equal measure about what those decisions could lead to. Take, for example, Alexius, who I spared and turned into a researcher. Does he feature in the Veilguard in a specific way now that we're into winter? Did he find a way to betray my Inquisitor? What's up with Dorian? Like, we've seen Morrigan, but does that mean we get to see Dorian too? Because my poor heart cannot take it. But outside of choices made in Inquisition, I am excited about the choices I can make in the Veilguard that would fuck up the world so irrevocably that I would have to reload a previous save so I can try and salvage part of the ruins of what I've created. That is the fun part of a BioWare story that I'm so excited to play. I want to cry. I want to hyperventilate. I want BioWare to pay for my therapy. Number 4, Solas. I know, there are members of the fandom who do not like Solas, who cannot stand Solas, who want nothing to do with Solas, which I am sorry to you all. But that elven egg has owned my heart since I first saw his bare feet at Haven and wondered why my Inquisitor could not offer him shoes. I love him. I loved him when he was an apostate. I loved him when he was revealed as an elven god. I loved him when we once again, this time as Rook, interrupted a ritual that meant the world is fucked. And it's Solas' fault. Again. Actually, technically, it's my fault as Rook. But he's the older one. He needs to take responsibility. And now we have to team up with him to try and fix it. I am so excited for Solas, to have him in my head, whispering and talking and chatting. I've missed talking with him about the Fade. I've missed his funny little hat. I wonder if he brought it back from the Winter Palace. I've missed Solas, and I'm so excited that we get to see more of him, that we get to see his story all the way through, that we get to experience him from the perspective of someone who wasn't a friend or a lover or a companion back when he was trying to relieve Corypheus of the stolen orb. Also, did you see his Dreadwolf transformation? Did you see his Dreadwolf transformation? Oh my God, look at those eyes. Number 5, I'm also excited for a possible resolution to my Solomancer angst, because yes, I romance Solas. I romance a lot of the companions actually, because my Inquisitor has a lot of love to give. But my canon Inquisitor loves Solas was heartbroken because she understood why he wanted to do what he felt compelled to do, and just wished he would have trusted her and told her, and maybe she would have found a way to help him. But alas, he broke her heart, took her hand, and saved her life. And now I get to have closure. Nissa and I get to have closure, and I'm ecstatic. But a part of me that loves choice and consequence is terrified at the possibility of anything happening to my Inquisitor, and my excitement is colored by terror, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Love it. Love me giving myself tension and sleepless nights. Number 6, the stakes. Because really, is it a Dragon Age game if it isn't a world-ending event that we are trying to prevent? And in this case, we have gods, old gods, elven gods, angry gods, and now with yesterday's trailer, confirmed blighted gods. Shit is about to get real soon, and we are playing as this puny human who gets to step up to the plate and save the world again. The stakes have never been higher. They've wrapped things up and upped things in a way that has me desperate to play this game and have that constant tension until I finish playing it, wondering if I have what it takes and can put things in place well enough to pull it off. Like, I know I will, because that's the entire premise of a game like this, for you to be the hero and save the day. However, the stakes are what makes it a worthwhile journey, and I'm so excited for this game. Number 7, color in fantasy. I know this might seem like an inconsequential reason to you, and you might think it makes zero sense for me to add it to this list, but I do not care. I am sick and tired of people assuming that for something to be fantastical, it needs to be dull and grey and boring. I blame Game of Thrones for this. Not A Song of Ice and Fire, which George filled with color, by the way, but Game of Thrones for making people think that fantasy stories have to be gritty and dull and grey and boring. We are getting color. It is a feast for my eyes. All that deep purples and brilliant crimson and just stunning golds. Like, yes. Thank the BioWare gods for feeding me with color. Magic is cool. Magic is brilliant. Do you know what else magic is? Magic is colorful. Number 8, a chance to play a hard-headed protagonist. I don't know about you, but the real world sucks for me. It sucks for a lot of us, and I often feel very powerless in the grand scheme of things. So getting to play as Rook, who we hear Varric say in yesterday's trailer, is clever, adaptable, and doesn't know when to quit, and I fucks with that. I fucks with that very hard, because I want to play as a hard-headed protagonist who doesn't give a shit whether or not you're an elven god, blighted or otherwise. You're gonna be taken down, because ain't no way you're destroying the world on my watch. That is going to be very satisfying to play, and I know I'm working that into my Rook's characterization. With October 31st barely 2 months away, it's about time I finalize how she's going to be for my first playthrough. Number 9, Asan. We got 2 shots of my beloved Griffin, and I already want to fight a custody battle with Davrin for him. It's the perfect blend of adorable and fearsome with that big fighter energy, and I love him and will protect him with my dying breath. And finally, number 10. All the badass companions. I mean, this reveal trailer was a revelation. Nev, with her hair down, in casual clothes, in the lighthouse. Oh, baby. That scene when she goes, "You and me, Rook." Maybe that's what scares me. The scream I scrumped. Then there's Bellara with her mage powers and how cool the electricity looks, giving a character this sci-fi bent, which screaming. And then Lucanus with those purple wisps that serve as wings, casually filleting a man, and I was like, I want to have murderous babies with you. And Davrin looking so excited to find a Griffin in one clip and immediately following it up with a scene of him slaying a darkspawn. And I'm like, get you a man who can do both. Emmerich with that lamp calling on the Fade to draw close. My God, Harden with those powers, and I'm torn between excitement because Lace Harden can turn people to stone, but also worry because my baby girl is hurt. Like, what happened? And Tash with all that gold, they are dripping money. My rich sugar parents who is going to take care of me and pamper me in a life to which I will soon grow accustomed. My Lord of Fortune. I love the companions so damn much, every single one of them. And we get to see them, be friends with them, journey with them, spot them in other parts of the world, living complete lives, romance them, all in the next 2 months. And your girl is excited. But yes, those are 10 reasons, old and new, that I'm excited for Dragon Age the Veilguard. What about you? If you're excited for the Veilguard, please drop your reasons why in the comments. It can be wholly yours, or maybe some of my reasons intersect with yours. That's fine. Drop them all in the comments and let's squeal together. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share this so we can spread some honest joy and happiness for the Veilguard. It all helps my channel grow and is incredibly supportive of my content, which a huge thank you to my patrons who help me in paying my bills. Thank you. If you'd like to support me as well, the link to do so is in the description box. I make new videos thrice a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. All my videos drop at 5 p.m. EST on upload days. Whilst you wait for new content from me, do check out my malicious enjoyment video. Until next time, do remember, obsessing over the things you love, perfectly valid coping mechanism.